The Safe Place is a film about a mother and her 2 children. They flee the city due to an outbreak of the waterborne Vodny virus. It causes its victims to become like zombies. Her 3rd child was left to the horde, and her husband is dead. The Safe Place pitch would be: a broken family becomes more fragmented in their pseudo-paradise, where their neighbours would love to come round for dinner. The Safe Place premise would be: this is a story about a fragmented family on the run, who are driven to desperate measures in order to survive, but the burden on them is far too heavy, and their new paradise is plagued with disaster. The Safe Place tag would be: there's no place like home. The logline would be: a fragmented family, already at breaking point, in a country plagued by an incurable epidemic, are exposed to greater torment in an idyllic village that's veil is lifted. The high concept would be Z for Zachariah with the undead, or survivors with zombies. The artistic influence for The Safe Place was by a book, Z for Zachariah by Robert O'Brien. It's been made into a BBC series back in the 80s. Also the film Psalm 21 inspired. In the approach to the aesthetic regarding the film, the children are filmed at home with virtually no vocals or sound. This will be layered on later. The zombie-like characters are filmed on location. Special effects are added via Adobe After Effects as required. Colour and light are manipulated using Sony Vegas and Final Cut Pro. Sound effects and music is then layered on. The filming style for The Safe Place: there's virtually no sound on location. It's a 2 to 3 camera shoot with outside collaboration. There's a requirement for a number of zombie-like characters, which are integral to the filming. Lighting is key to the visual impact I'm looking to achieve. Use of 150s, 300s and a 1K are required. Visually, we're looking at saturation of light. You can see this here. Music and sound for The Safe Place. A database of musical scores and sound effects has already been generated. All sound and music is royalty-free from a range of websites. Music graduates are being commissioned for original scores. Recent graduates, Eskimo Records and Rob Distant and Phil Dane, will be commissioned to make special music for the film. We've been successful in receiving funding from Awards for All, Lincolnshire County Council, Community Links, the Cooperative Movement, Rocket Hub, Sponsor Me, WeFund, GoFundMe, Kickstarter and peer backers. There are 5 main characters: Esther, which is played by Beth, who's 14 years old; Lamech, who's played by Oliver, aged 10; Zadok, who's played by Thomas, aged 6; Josiah, aged around 40, still to be confirmed; and Miriam, the lead character, still to be confirmed. Help has been sought from makeup and special effects artists from inside the Institute and outside contractors. The main characters and their transformations. Lamech, he's shabby, blood-stained, he has clothes that are all damaged and ripped at the start. He then has a good clean-up, there's no real changes afterwards. Esther is exactly the same as Lamech, shabby, blood-stained clothes to start, has a wash, has a clean-up, no changes then throughout. Zadok comes back in the form of dream sequences. He has a facial mask. Miriam, as above, she's shabby, blood-stained, physically exhausted at the beginning. Then she has a wash, cleans herself up, and then towards the end there's a transformation between a 4 and 5 minute scene where she transforms from a normal human being into a zombie-like character, moving from the kitchen to the car to the woods. And Josiah, he has a horrific axe to the head scene at the beginning and comes back in flashbacks. There's a number of dream sequences where characters are saturated with colour and light. A filter is used to make them look almost painted, as you can see here.
Quest of achieving rule of royal kings, feared by their freedom, famous by their blood, shameful conquest of itself. Would the scandal vanish with my life? Happy then for my ensuing death.
Dear soul, dear souls.
Oh, spare me not my my brother's son. That blood already like the pelican has sung, tapped out and drunken like the last. My brother Woodstock, witness good that thou respectest not spilling Edward's blood. Join with the present sickness that I have. And my unkindness be like crooked eggs to drop at once and two. Live in thy shame and die not shame within. These herbs hereafter by tormentor free.
There are three main locations. The undead are found hiding in the church. There's a house scene where the bulk of the work takes place. And then there's a wood scene, the end scene where Miriam takes her own life. There are various zombies required for inside the church scene. We're looking to also do what's called a bicycle woman style shot from The Walking Dead. There's various different zombie-like characters needed for general imagery, but they will be subtle, as you can see here. There's a wide range of props from functioning Glocks, gas masks, bear claw knives, conventional knives, police issue flashlights, a replica SA-80 rifle, an axe and so forth. The marketing of the Safe Place is already out there. You can see this on paper.li, which is an online paper, LinkedIn, PhotoBucket, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Vimeo, Flickr, Tumblr and WordPress, to name a few. Completed work will be uploaded free within global reach throughout a variety of different online sites. So far we've raised over £6,500 to help make the film. This will be spent on talent and marketing as per an ongoing plan, in addition to the equipment and props already sourced and paid for. The Safe Place is looking for additional collaboration. We're in talks with No Media, Star Now and Let There Be Light Productions. You can follow The Safe Place in its progress either on its dedicated website page, thesafeplace.co.uk, or via its Facebook page, which is updated on a daily basis.